Hello and welcome to another episode of Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, with your host, Rob Hale, playing as Ely Forrest Keaton, a young student who has managed to survive now 9 days in the apocalypse. We are here in the tower that we made it to just recently. This is where these young ladies intend to put a base together, start rebuilding society. That's the only thing that they really know how to do. Try to survive. That's the plan. So something I think we're going to do today is head back down, maybe see if there's anything in the house. One idea that we had was to kind of reinforce some of our gear to improve her armor a little bit. We may also want to work on some ranged weaponry. So lots of things. We need fire, we need light, we need a steady supply of clean water. Speaking of which, just gonna eat that banana. Most of this stuff, see this, I don't know if this is going to go bad. It says fresh. I assume if it says fresh on it that it can go bad. I haven't totally decided yet if Ely is going to, yeah, let's do it. If Ely is going to be kind of like armored and fight up close, or focus on ranged. I don't really know. Carrying with us here. Any water? No. That may be because some of our stuff is here. Let's just put that stuff on. Where? Not wheeled. Nope, nope, nope. That is the wrong choice that we want to wear. There we go. Okay, we should have some water right in here. Mayhaps. Got some vinegar. Got some bleach. What the heck happened to my water? I feel like I had a bunch of water. I have no water. Clean water. Can we pick that up? Where is that? It's over there. It is. Okay. Good, so we got some water on this as well. Can't craft or anything because it's dark. This is why we need this light source. Now something like here for a fire would be good. I mean, the best thing to do would be to have something inside. I guess while we wait for Kit to wake up, we should make our way out. Hope we don't run into anything nasty. Just try to take a little boat ride. Hope we don't run into any frickin' beavers. Where's the road? Is that engine? Should strap that to the USS Boston. That would be pretty awesome. Speaking of which, here we go. Push. That's hello. Grab. No. I don't want to move. I want to grab the USS Boston. Grab again. Can I move? No, I don't want that. Oh. Okay. I guess that works. So I'm hoping if we are leaving at night that we won't get attacked by any beavers. Now let me... Okay. So forward, I'm going to have to zoom out. Of course I'm going to forget to zoom in. Very upset with myself. Let's go, let's turn. This is pretty dangerous, I guess. Can't see very well at all. But what we're going to do is make our way. We are moving. It's like virtually impossible to tell. That's how dark it is. I don't want to run into land, but I also don't want to take forever to do. Okay, we're very close. Now I'm looking up here. Exactly where we are. I'm going to move back to... Okay, there's some shallow water. I'm going to slow down just a little bit. There. Ah, look at that. We made it. Okay. We still have to be ultra careful, but I guess we're just... Yeah, here's the house. Okay. Well, that was shockingly easy. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, we did need a distaff and spindle, didn't we? I'm going to do that this way. This one's going to be the inventory. Okay. Now I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to take one distaff and spindle, and I'm going to flashlight. I am going to take... I'm going to leave the rags here for now, but it is good to know that there are rags. It's a pipe. So what I might do is just start a fire here, so I can... Lots of rags around. Maybe I can want to work on kind of enforcing. What's the word I'm looking for? Reinforcing, I guess, some of my gear. We know that we can't just tailor it, but we can add stuff to it. So let's just go through the gear. I'm gonna make sure what's happening. Vest is close to the chest here. I guess that's okay. Hoodie and a duster over that. Hitting the wrong button. Kind of army helmet on my head. I do have glasses on my eyes, nothing on my mouth. That's good. Good. I guess I could carry another briefcase in my other hand if I needed to. I have 2 pairs of gloves on. I guess I should take off some of my gloves if I end up in a fight. That might be what I do. I might kind of chop off some of my stuff. Because one thing that would be nice would be to get more stuff to reinforce my clothes with. Okay. So now, if I am encumbered, I'll take a quick look at each of these to see, because when you reinforce your clothes, you know, I think what Ely realizes is that first of all she wants to be safe, and so part of being safe is first of all being armored, obviously, but another aspect to it is having good fighting skills. She acknowledges that she doesn't have much in the way of fighting, although she has learned quite a bit in the last 9 days. She's not a total beginner anymore. She at least knows how to fight zombies to a small degree. And so she needs to work on her skills, and in order to work on her skills she has to go out there and fight, and in order to do that successfully she needs to not be constantly being injured, and most of all she needs to avoid infections and things like that. So if she gets good and armored, then she'll be much better able to do that. But the problem is if you have too much armor on, as you can see up here, you get encumbrance. So her torso, her left arm and her left hand are very encumbered right now. That's why they're red. The yellow means just kind of moderately. So this red or pink kind of color here, I guess it's pink because this is red for sure. It's bad, you know, when we don't want it to be so high. Well, it can have bad effects, so let's just take a look at what they are. So when the torso is encumbered, that's what we're on now, melee attack rolls are down 63%. That sounds awful. And the dodge skill is also down. So I don't know what this means totally, if this just counts like something towards a roll, or if this just actually subtracts 6 from this dodge skill, because I'm only at 1. So does this mean I'm -5 now? I have no clue. Swimming is bad, and melee attacks cost more movement points. Right. So whatever. This is my speed, but currently I have my fire axe, and that is 139 moves per attack. So because of that encumbrance, take a look. It tells you down here what the actual moves per attack costs. So this cost me basically 2.25 times more than just walking over. Basically, when you take one step on normal ground, it takes 100 movement points, and if I had a watch, you could see that that takes about 6 seconds. So it's kind of one tick in the game is 6 seconds, or 1 turn. So it takes me over 2 turns to swing this fire axe, which is not so great. But, you know, I guess if she can't be hit, then yeah, it's okay if it takes a little longer, maybe. Who knows? So let's go back to here and just take a look. So that's what happens with my torso. I don't want my torso to be too encumbered. Head encumbrance only affects how much stuff you can put on your head, and the head is vital for survival. So in case you don't know, the head and the torso are the two things. If the health of those go down to 0, if there's no bars here, then you die. Whereas if your arms or your legs go down to 0, it's actually, I mean, you get a broken arm or a broken leg and it won't heal, but you can recover from it, you know, if you treat it. So the head and the torso are the most important, and the head, as you can see, head encumbrance doesn't do anything negative to the character. So we really want to armor the crap out of our head, because it's not going to negatively affect us, and it will potentially save our lives. The torso, though, you have to do a balance. If it's too encumbered, you know, then your melee is going to be slow and crappy. Okay, moving on. Eye encumbrance affects your perception when checking for traps or firing ranged weapons. Right now we're not doing ranged weapons, so maybe we could afford to have a little bit of eye encumbrance, more than what we have. Mouth encumbrance makes it difficult to breathe, so this stamina is not going to recover as fast. Maybe it goes down faster too, I don't really know. The arm encumbrance affects the stamina cost of melee attacks. Only the accuracy of ranged weapons. So I think having decently armored arms, I guess I should say, is not so terrible. Because it can make you tired, but you know, I guess if you're a tank, maybe that's okay. I don't know. And part of why it's so high is because I'm holding the briefcase. So I've been dropping the briefcase before battles recently. Let's see. Hand encumbrance reduces the speed at which you can handle or manipulate items. So probably don't want to craft with the briefcase in my hand. It takes longer to reload. It affects throwing. I don't have to worry about that. Melee and thrown attacks cost more movement points. So again, this slows me down even further. And it reduces aim speed by guns, but we're not using guns because they attract too much attention. Leg encumbrance slows down movement points. Swimming costs more, who cares? Dodge, skill is worsened yet again. So it's okay if we can't dodge as long as we have enough armor. But running, taking longer is not so hot. And the same thing for the feet. So it's okay if the feet and legs are mildly encumbered. The hands we want to keep low during combat, and it's okay if they kind of get injured. Arm encumbrance is not too terrible, so we can up that. Torso we want to keep kind of in the middle, and head, eyes, and mouth I think we can probably increase a bit safely. So that's going to be our strategy. So is there anything? No. There's no wood in the fire, so all the circular saws here, we need to bring that back up. And all of this, all these tools, we need to bring that stuff back up to the tower. We may still make this home. It kind of not long run home, but like as a base where we're sleeping for right now, and try to move out into the town where we are. That's a possibility as well. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for wood. 2+4. Let's do that. Let's activate our matchbook right there. So let's see. Can I do any? Can I activate my tailor's kit? Modify. Modify. Naturally. Oh, I can line my panties with wool. I bet you that's gonna be cozy. Okay, that boosts the warmth. That's pretty cool. It does increase the encumbrance. So it looks like if we want to have armored panties, the Kevlar is better, of course. It helps better with, I think this is cut, right? Bash and then cut. So the Kevlar protects against cuts better, and has the same encumbrance level as leather. So we have leather right now, but we don't have Kevlar. Thought we had some Kevlar, but maybe we'll back up there. So, I wonder if there's any Kevlar in the room. Some Kevlar over here, wasn't there? This. Let's do all. Let's find. No Kevlar over here. Do we have any books on us? Read until the sun comes up. No books on us, but there are plenty over here. This book increases cutting weapon skill to 4, which is what we have. Where are we though? Because you need a level 1 to understand it. We are not yet a level 1, so that's not going to work. Shotguns. That is melee, but we're already maxed out. Get like sheet. Let's see. This brings mechanics to 3. Where are we at for mechanics? We're already at 3. I can't remember. I forget what the colors mean. This brings the fabrication skill up. So let's just read that because I think we're at 4. Yeah, or 3. Let's read. Oh, we have our first aid book too. It's daytime. So I have learned how to stop reading. That was something I was crafting or something last time, I think it was, and I didn't know how to make it stop. I do know how to make it stop. If you do not and you would like to know, the answer is you need to hit the skip a turn button, which is, I use the number pad, so it's number 5, the one that you do to which is wait a turn without moving. I'm gonna peek around the corner. No monsters. Okay. I'm gonna head down to monster now. I can get around it. just fine without being spotted. There are some zombies over there, a whole bunch of them. But those are... There's 2 zombies down south now. There's a fat zombie as well. I think I got away without being seen. Now these zombies over to the right, if you look at the mini-map, the pulsing in red and green, those are the children zombies that are trapped behind a fence at that park, that basketball court. So even if they can see me, which they're not seeing me right now, that's not a big deal. They can't get through that fence. Okay. Mouth is getting chilly. Still nothing on a peak. So I went this way to try to avoid these critters over here. This fat zombie now sees me. It's okay. You know what I'm gonna do? One fat zombie. Take. All by myself. This is like a big moment for Ely, I think, because she's never gotten into a fight before on her own. She has been forced to fight zombies a few times, obviously. Yeah. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I sent the fat zombie reeling. That's awesome. I did quite a bit of damage. But one thing I did not do. Let's get in here. I didn't drop my crap that's encumbering me. So I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna drop this. Drop. I think that's it for now. Base, yeah. Stop. Oh god. Okay. The zombie bit my head, but failed to penetrate the armor. That's because I have a combat helmet on. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, she's recognizing the fact that she's being attacked by these zombies, and she would have been annihilated by now if it wasn't for the fact that every time when she gets hit, because she's well protected, even, you know, I think she recognizes even the fact that she has like a hoodie on and stuff like that. While it's not much, you have a hoodie on top of an MBR vest, and then there's a backpack there when she has it on. There's all this stuff, and it just gets in the way of these zombies. You know, most of them don't have claws, I don't think, or you know, when it says they claw at you, I don't think it's an actual like edged attack for the most part. So she's gonna step back. She's gonna wait for the fat zombie to move, and then she's gonna strike. Okay, she swung wildly and missed. The fat zombie bit her. It did get through her armor, but she is relatively lightly damaged. She's gonna wait. Boom. She sliced the fat zombie with her axe for 24 damage. So she's stepping backwards and waiting for the zombie to get just close enough for her to take a swing. But it takes so long for her to swing that the fat zombie is able to hit her anyway. So normally she should... This is where she has to kind of figure out how this balance is going to work for her in terms of armor, because let's see how long it takes. What am I doing? Go to here. It takes now 198, so that's faster than the 224 I think it was before, because I took the backpack and everything off. So one thing that she should do, probably, is, yeah, there you go, is drop your gloves and glove liners. She has 2 pairs of gloves on, right? So she's going to keep her work gloves on because they probably have the best armor. No, do not stop dropping. Okay. Now she's probably nice and fast. Oh, 193. It actually didn't change all that much. Okay. Well, it's alright. We're going to let the fat zombie move up on top of there. When he does... Oh, he's trying to destroy this. Boom. Yeah. So she took her gloves off, she wields her axe and gets ready as this fat zombie is just tearing a hole through these display racks just to get to her. And she waits very patiently. It's the most patient, you know, she couldn't have imagined herself in this situation. before the apocalypse began. But she waits patiently. It destroys the rack, clambers over the broken bits, and she swings her axe one last time, striking it in the head for a critical hit. Fortunately, that zombie has died before, so it does not have any gear on it. Slightly annoying. Good. But what we're going to do is cut up boots, for example. And now, what we're looking for here is Kevlar mainly. But we will pick up the leather, that we come across. Oops, not true. So let's put stuff back on. That, and I'm going to wear that. Okay. Army jacket, butcher that jacket. Plastic chunks and rags. What do we have here? Grab some wool. That. And butcher it. So all this butchering I think is probably helping our survival skill also. Survival is currently 1 with a percentage of 24. So let's see, what's here? Just picked up my pot helmet. I want that. Pick up my gloves and gloves liners though before I forget. Probably rip them up. Gloves, glove liners. So here's what I'm going to do. There's a beret. I'm going to move that here. That beret to there. I'll butcher that stuff. Got one rag. What is this? Oh. Well, we needed some crossbow bolts for a good friend, and we now have. So, one thing I need to focus here. I've been cutting up a lot of wool. The wool stuff you can line. What is this made out of plastic? You can line hunting cap. Pair of boots is leather. Cut everything up. You can line stuff with fur, or the wool, or all that stuff. I think line your clothing with a lot of stuff. I'm looking for Kevlar specifically, which I feel like should be in here somewhere. Combat boots. There we go. Kevlar. So you can see over here, material Kevlar. So if I grab these combat boots, cut them up, then I can salvage Kevlar and leather from this. So I'm going to take all of that. Let's see what else we have. Take this milk. Take this MRE. That milk. Inflatable boat here again. There's lots of inflatable boats, but as it turns out, we don't really need those. This grappling is really interesting, but I don't know how useful it is to us at this moment. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this tailor's kit. So we tried to repair last time and only ended up damaging our rucksack, which is not so hot. And I feel like, so this allows you to repair cotton, fur, leather, neoprene, nomex, and wool. But, so the hoodie should be cotton or something like that, right? So if I go like this, my chance of success is only 0.2%. I wonder if that has to do with my dexterity because of gloves on my hands, though. I'm just going to drop all of my gloves and glove liners. let's see if that does anything. Tailor's kit. Pair. Hoodie. Nope, still 0.2. So she's just bad at it. So I'm not gonna risk messing up my hoodie, but we'll take. So my helmet. Oops, this is not what I want to do though. Tailor's kit. To modify my helmet, and I'm going to pad this with Kevlar. Now the encumbrance is going to make this go up to, it's going to double the encumbrance of this helmet, which would be a bummer for any other part, but like I said before, this is why I was looking at that stuff, because I know that this head encumbrance is meaningless. All it does is stop you from putting on 2 helmets at the same time, for example. That's it. But what this does by lining this with Kevlar is it takes the bash and the cut up from 10 bash protection and 15 cut protection to 15 and 25 respectively. That's huge. That is a huge difference for the head. So I'm absolutely going to do that. I damaged my helmet trying to modify it. That's not so great. Is it like dark here or something? It says it's bright. And it's not modified. It's not modified. Let's say over here. Okay, well, that's really crappy. And it took 12 units of my tailor's kit. I'm going to try to do it again anyway. Add with Kevlar. Okay. Okay, good. So I wasted a little bit of thread, but that's okay. Thread is easy to come by. Army Helmet Plus. There it is. So it's a little damaged now, which is a bummer, but it also has so much higher bash and cut. Huh, look at this. It's supposed to be 15 and 25. Weird. Was that because of my skill level? I wonder if that 15 and 25 was like a maximum possible amount. But anyways, yeah, this gear has Kevlar inserted into strategic locations to increase protection. So now, is it possible to modify it a second time with weather? It looks like it is. Oh, I damaged my helmet again. Shoot, I better stop. Actually, it doesn't look any more damaged than it was before. Yeah, it's the same. So I guess I didn't really damage it. I just would have damaged it if it wasn't so tough. But the amount of damage I did was so little it doesn't register. I am hoping. Might as well. Oh no, see. Shoot. Okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. That army helmet is in rough shape. What is that? That's my gloves. Liner first, light gloves, work gloves, okay. Alright, well I do have some greater protection than I did before. Okay, let's look around here. I did go to this storefront, right? Did I toggle this as explored? Doesn't look like I did. I did go to this storefront, didn't I? I don't know. Anyway, there's not going to be anything in there. One thing I kind of want to do is while I'm here, let's look around. Stuff here, and there's nothing on this road right here, so I'm wondering if I can get across here. What would be most interesting? This police station would be most interesting, but it's gonna have some police zombies, which are a little too tough for me to take on alone, I think, at this stage. And also, to get the good stuff in there, you have to like be able to get through some security. Ready for that. So this house is interesting. the boxing gym. So let's make a move. Try to keep away from any trouble. That zombie child over there does not see me. Is this a house? How much stuff is in this house? Yeah, it's a house. This house has like a metal garage door. It's pretty nice, and it looks like it has a little parking lot next to it. Oh, maybe that's the restaurant's parking lot. So there might be trouble in here, but Zombie Child still has not seen us. There's so much stuff in here. That trouble might be worth it. I think Kit has a combat helmet also, so I don't think we need this, but maybe I can practice armoring this helmet. So doing that, did that make my tailoring skill go up? Shoot. You know what I did not do was check. I'm assuming it does though. Child zombie still doesn't seem good. Look how much stuff is in this house. Okay, let's look around. E-cig, look at that. These are, young college girls. In this modern day and age, I feel like that might be appropriate. I'll take that long string, I'm gonna leave the rest. Pair of sneaks. Oh, well, now. It appears as though we have a shotgun in here. This is slightly disconcerting. There's a pulped zombie corpse there too. It's actually very concerning. We didn't come in here and pulp this zombie. This zombie is pulped also. There are crossbow bolts, so we'll take that. Somebody shot these zombies with a crossbow bolt and pulped them and everything. So, oh, okay. There's some Mary Jane there. Thirsty, so I'm gonna take a drink of some. Do the wrong menu because there wasn't a drinking menu in the old version that I had. Just gonna have that. And that, I guess. Okay. Oh, some more chocolate drink. We already have some e-cigs, so we're gonna stick with that. An umbrella. Got aluminum in it, so I'll take it. 12 liners we already have. Hip flask. That's kind of interesting. It has an encumbrance of 0. Do I need? It's only It's only a quarter of a liter though. But I can boil stuff in it. I think I'm gonna leave it. What's it made out of though? It's made out of iron. Sure, that's pretty cool. I can armor the crap out of that. Just want to armor a bunch of stuff. Some beer, we've got plenty of booze. I'm gonna take this purple drag though. Some mittens. So I'm a little worried still about what's in here. Neoprene arm sleeves. I am gonna take you. So I know that I could motorcycle helmet. Yeah, no max. More arm sleeves. I'm gonna armor my arm sleeves, I think. Put them on and armor them. So you know what, I'll take a second pair. I'm gonna cut up his motorcycle helmet. Okay, I do get Nomex from that. Now, can I put Nomex in things? Get all of this. So, let's find out. My army helmet. As I sang, arms, head, all that stuff is okay. Game. Line it with wool that increases the warmth. Leather, Kevlar, and fur. So I guess I can't line or pad it with the Nomex. So that's a bummer. What's this? Boxing. Well, you know what? I will take boxing, hopefully. Alpha Male Quarterly. Do I have one of these? I don't know what that is exactly. I can't remember. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I heard a sound coming from there, which scares the crap out of me. I'm gonna poke my head in. Right, I'm gonna peek. Around. Oh, there's a zombie right there. I don't have to peek. I didn't even see it because of the darkness. Just a regular zombie. So, what I'm gonna do is back up, close this door, go to the middle of the floor, and I'm gonna drop just a bunch of my stuff. Gloves didn't make much difference, we discovered. So my volume is too high. So let's just drop a bunch of stuff. Eventually, we'll get down. Jesus Christ. Okay, stuff dropped. Now there's another sound down here. So, probably inside. What's up, zombie? Okay, she opens the door voluntarily to fight this zombie. Zombie hits the right leg but does nothing. Ely is swinging her axe and hitting for quite a lot of damage. Dodging well, believe it or not. Zombie attempts to grab me, she shrugs it off. Zombie's actually striking me, but it's not doing any damage. And she swings again. She must be, I imagine that she's really, that her confidence level is really increasing. There's a bear trap right there. Not great. Get a spring out of that though. So I already have under the hood, and now I'm not gonna not gonna step on it. I think it's already gone off, but oh, these earplugs, that's good. More steel-toed boots? I don't think I need more steel-toed boots. Complete home repair guide. Yes, please. Oh. To go back and get my stuff. Get all of this. Case and backpack. Where? I should have done that in a much easier way. Get all this stuff. I think there's a way to just grab it all, but not the way that way. Oh, okay. I accidentally stepped on the bear trap. Luckily, it's not active. I will take another one, sure. Upper wire, why not? Mechanical mastery. Really gonna what? That? Oops. I just put on my ear gloves. Or my ear gloves. I just put on my earplugs by accident. So I'm going to want to take those out so I can hear. I've got 2 sets of earplugs in my ears. How do I unwear? Frick. That was the ugly way to do it, but got done. How is my volume so low? Really? With the backpack on and the briefcase? I'm maxed out already. More boots. Ooh, it's a tool belt. Oh, it's just for holding tools. I was thinking it was the one that had the tools in it already. Crafty crafters, yes please. 2x4. Lots of duct tape. Is that going to put me over? No. Open the mechanics I already have. 1 crafts for beginners, that's going to put me over. Oh, okay. Machete. I'm considering this machete. Even over the axe. This machete has a cut of 20, a hit bonus of +2, and 89 per attack. Yeah, it actually has the same cut damage as my fire axe, but like is almost twice as fast, which is just awesome. It's gonna put me over, of course, but I'm definitely at least gonna consider it. To repair kit. There's lots of good stuff here. I'm gonna have to come back. Lots of great books. DIY compendium. There's a nail gun. We have a nail gun. Lots of great stuff in here. Bolt cutters. I think we have that too. There was internal combustion fundamentals. College level textbook. Okay. Alright, I'm definitely gonna have to come back. I'm not totally sure if this machete down here, because I still don't know how to cut versus the bash. Like, the fire axe has a lot more bash, but is it using the bash or is it only using one of the attacks at a time? That's my question, and I don't really know the answer to that. I'm gonna chop up this umbrella. I'm gonna try to pick up this. Keep my guns. Pick up these E6. That bag. Weigh nothing, but they have a little bit of volume. Drop this magazine because it's very common. Definitely want to keep the rest of these magazines, so let's drop that, that, and that. Drop this copper wire. And let's see if that's enough. It is, okay. So I'm going to wield you. I'm going to store the axe in my inventory. Cool. So this machete is way faster, and it also has a super cool graphic, which reminds me that I did not zoom in. I keep forgetting. That is not great. That looks really sick, though. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna have to go back. Spotted a zombie child. It's the same one from before, I think. It does not see me. There's some food here. Kinda wonder what this is. Did I look at that before? I heard a noise from in here before. There is a zombie. What is this? That's a shrieker, so this is not super great. Now, I don't think she's seen me actually. She has not. So I kinda wanna attempt to sneak up on her. Let's back up in here. Close this door. Drop. Get ready for a fight again. Puts me over on the volume, so let's just drop stuff that I'm not going to use right now. Smokes. I just have to drop a lot of stuff. For now. Okay, she knows I'm there now. She must have heard. Zombie child may be headed this way also. There she is. I'm waiting for you. Bring it. She knows I'm there, so I'm going to move in and attack. So, Ely steps through the door, because she doesn't want the Shrieker to... She would rather the Shrieker try to claw at her, which is what happened, than to screech at her, because that screech is going to draw in other zombies. And I feel like Ely has seen one of these before, and that she knows that this is a possibility. So she steps forward into the doorway and slices at the zombie for 21 damage. Now let's take a look real quick at... So it's 157 moves per attack. It is significantly faster than it used to be, but still not so hot. It's 1.5 turns, basically. So keep swinging. Ely's going to stand her ground right here in the doorway. She's blocking the damage. I don't know if she actually hit the zombie there. Okay, somebody else knows that we're here. Shrieker zombie has hit us, but again, it's doing no damage. And Ely takes a final swing, slicing right through the Shrieker zombie for 24 damage, killing it. She then smashes. Checks what the zombie has on it before moving on. Does have a painkiller, so we'll take that. She butchers the zombie. Cuts up the clothes to get some rags. Through the door. She takes a deep breath, not knowing what's on the other side, but she has confidence. That is a Rottweiler, I believe. Nope, just a zombie dog. Zombie dogs are fast. So this might not be so great. What is in here? Let's just take a look around first, because while we are able to close this door, we may just want to do that. Nicotine gum. There's a towel, some oxidizer, more towel, there's some dust masks, some aspirin. We've got plenty of aspirin. A sewing kit though. Do kind of want that. It's a deformed animated corpse of a canine, sinewy beast which easily outpaces two-legged friends. Okay, so they are way faster than us. So I'm considering not even bothering with that fight. Because why? We don't need to. What is this? What's desk? Doesn't look like a desk. Sweatshirt, shorts, and bra. She does not have a bra, does she? If I just hit where? Torso probably is partially encumbered because I'm wearing a bra on the outside. On the inside. Okay. This zombie dog is not happy to be in there, knowing I'm out here. But what are you gonna do? Am I not wearing my neoprene? Arm sleeves? I am now. Let's get everything. Trying to figure out how to just take everything. I know there's a way. I do not know what that way is. I could look, but I don't want to take the time. Okay, what time we got? We're pushing on an hour, so I think before we continue on, we may just end the episode right here. It was actually a fairly action-packed episode. We did basically a scavenging run. We scavenged quite a bit, actually found way more stuff than we can even carry back with us. Got into a couple of fights, did well, got ourselves a machete. Things are good. So, oh, that's the wool poncho, that's what that is. So I think that for next time, we're going to continue. We're probably going to have to make a run back. Maybe we'll go and get Kit and make a run back over. I would like to go to that boxing gym. One of the great things about going to a boxing gym, which is right next door to where we are now, is that they have a lot of good books, and those books can help teach us how to fight, and that is one of our priorities at this moment. So yeah, that's going to be the plan for next time. And thank you all for joining us today, joining Ely, and not Kit this time. She sat this one out. and me, Rob Hale. Thanks for joining me as well. It is much appreciated. Please do subscribe. There should be the logo appearing now or in a moment. So yeah, please hit the subscribe button and please join us again next time. This is Rob Hale signing out.